to the First World War. They were an assassination, nationalism, mutual alliances. The assassination of Franz Ferdinand practically set the course of Austria-Hungary wanting to start a war with Serbia. The assassination led to Austria declaring war on Serbia, and then when Russia teamed in alliance with Serbia, then Germany declared war on Russia, thus began an expansion of a world war. Before World War I started, there were many alliances such as Russia, Serbia, Germany, Austria-Hungary, France, and Russia. All right, now we're going to three. What the most? So what cause is more important? All right. Nationalism is most important because most of the cause was Austria-Hungary's people, its own people, wanted to be part of their enemy's country, which made Austria-Hungary angry. Now we go to Battle of Somme. Yeah. The Battle of Somme is known as Somme Offensive. It's also the largest battle of the First War. It was fought between July 1st and November 1st in 1916 near the Somme River, where the name Battle of Somme comes from. It's also one of the bloodiest military battles in all of history. On the first day of the battle alone, Britain suffered more than 57,000 casualties, but by the end of the campaign, the Allies and Central Powers would also lose more than 1.5 million men. Okay, so we got the three battles of World War I. The other ones, of course. The Battle of Verdun. The sides almost equally suffered about 600,000 to 700,000 casualties. The total about amount was 1.25 on February 21st, 1916. More than 1,220 guns over 8 miles open fire. The Verdun did act as a suction cup. Then the German called off Dardanelles, captured Constantinople, and ultimately knocked Ottoman Turkey offense on July 14th. Battle of Gallipoli. This was also a Dardanelles campaign from April 25th, 1915 to January 9th, 1916. It only lasted a year. It was unsuccessfully attempted by Allied powers to control the sea route from Europe to Russia. An evacuation ended up happening from December 1915 to January. Right. The following year, also a naval attack on the Dardanelles began with a large bombardment by British and French battleships on February 19, 1915. The Allies failed. Alright, so the weapons that they had in World War I. They had machine guns, flamethrowers, poison gas, mortars, artillery, tanks, aircraft, submarines, and rifles. And the machine guns were used. So the machine guns. Most machine guns of World War I were based on Himari Maxim's 1884 design. This was sustained fire of 450 to 600 rounds per minute. There were some speculation that machine gun would completely replace the rifle. Contrary to popular belief, Machine guns were not the most lethal weapon of the Great War. Okay, so now we're at mortars. Mortars of World War I were far advanced beyond their earlier counterparts. The British introduced the Strokes mortar design in 1915, which had no moving parts and could fire up to 22 3-inch shells per minute, which a range of 1,200 yards. The Germans developed a mortar that fired shells loaded with metal. All right, the ending. All right, the Allies won World War One, mainly U.S., France, Britain won, which happened from 1914 to 1919. This war happened for 5 years. Germany was the main loser for this battle, but not so far behind was Austria-Hungary, the Ottoman Empire, my bad, and also the other Central Powers in Russia, but Russia left the war early due to problems in the country. The League of Nations is an organization headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland. It was created after the First World War. Let me say that again. Sorry, people. The First World War, or war, to provide a forum for resolving international disputes. It was created because it was designed to enforce the Treaty of Versailles and other peace agreements that concluded World War I. It was intended to replace secret deals in war as means for settling disputes with open diplomacy and peaceful mediation. All right, people. Now we got the links, the websites. Look wherever you want to look on. And then we got pictures. The pictures, the map, and what the newspapers and the people. Yeah, the logo, and what happened in war, and all the Central Powers, and the Tent Powers, and all the